So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a Bradford White 50-gallon natural gas water heater. Your serial number, model number, sitting right here. It's the URG 250T6N as per contract, and that's your serial number. Go ahead and you can go to bradfordwhite.com and fill out the documentation, get your warranty going on this product. So let's start up top. First thing we did is we give you a new shutoff valve. It wasn't part of the contract, but we put one in. So brand new quarter turn shutoff valve. The old one was a gate valve, and we don't like them. It was leaking anyway, so we just replaced it. These things are 15 bucks, no big deal. So quarter turn off, quarter turn on, and then of course brass nipple after that. Your home has it's iron pipe, so iron pipe under slab, and you can see stub out here, iron pipe. And so we transitioned there. You know, that's as much as we can do with the pipe. You know, everything in the walls, under the floor, it's all iron pipe, so no big deal. We don't like to use it. We won't use it. So after we put a valve on, we give you a brass nipple, so 3/4 inch and a half nipple. And then a Falcon stainless steel connector. This is a full 3/4 inch by 12 inch long stainless steel connector. These are the biggest in the industry, 0.725 inside diameter. So that's nice, done to a brass adapter. These are just extension pieces that help this this supply line seat a little better than it does as opposed to tying into these nipples. It's got a little plastic heat trap on there that kind of conflicts with the gasket in there. So Falcon stainless steel connector. Same thing on the hot side. We did replace this nipple here, 6-inch nipple, galvanized nipple. It was corroded on the end, rusted out, so we didn't want to tie into that. Brand new nipple, then a Falcon stainless steel connector down to another brass extension piece. And then of course relief valve comes with the unit. That's installed. Pointing out to the side, we have one dielectric union here. It's not required because this is not under pressure. It's not a potable water line, it's a drain line. We use it anyways. One reason why is it makes a nice transition from threaded pipe to copper pipe. Also, you're required to have a union within 12 inches of the water heater, so we've met that. Copper down to existing relief line down there in the wall, so you can see iron pipe as well. So just another union. No big deal. These things $5-6 bucks each. You know, I know a lot of plumbers, you know, don't want to spend $5-6 bucks, but we do. You know, so that comes apart. This comes apart. You know, and the whole relief line can be removed. So that's good. We've tested that out. Relieved the pressure. Brand new draft diverter comes with a water heater. Brand new offset 90s here, up to existing sealing buckets. So we have one short little piece of pipe, brand new. A couple of offset 90s, and then of course sealing bucket. Got 3 screws on each joint, 1, 2, and then one on the back side. And you can see down here, screw, and then of course down here, screw, and then of course in the front, you know, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's required. You got to screw it or you got to tape. You got to do something so it stays together and doesn't fall apart. So vent is brand new as well. That was not part of contract, but again, you know, we put it in just because that's what we do. Anyways, down here to upper third, have an adjustable strap here for earthquake support. Upper third, as required by code, and that was included in contract. And then lower third by code and contract, that's in. Then of course, brand new supply line, gas supply line, half inch OD by 24-inch long supply line, and then a brand new shutoff valve. So shutoff valve not included in contract. We put that in anyways, and then went ahead and gave you a drip leg down there. Some localities, you know, Clovis, Fresno City, Fresno County, I think enforces the drip leg or the dirt leg down there. Most people don't. So anyway, but there is a drip leg. You know, some people, if you want to, it's in. So let's just put it that way. It's in. So that's existing, half-inch T, half-inch 90. That was part of the existing plumbing. That's not ours. And then of course this damaged flange in the wall there, that's not ours either. So all we did was add the nipple, put the existing cap back on. What they had is they had a little leg coming over here for gas to the dryer. Now they have electric dryers, so we just abandoned it all, put a drip leg on, capped it off, put a new brass nipple in, shut off valve, supply line, all good. So it is lit, burner's lit, water is heating, be about I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, you'll have hot water. Last thing we did is we demoed back the sheetrock on the platform. For some reason, the old water heater had the little 3 legs on it, 1, 2, 3 tripod legs on it, which was no big deal, but they set it in place and then they sheetrocked around it. So we were having trouble draining it. We couldn't get it lifted up, so we cut the whole thing off. This was saturated anyways. You can see the floor is still drying, but this old water heater that's sitting in our truck, it had been leaking overnight and it just flooded the whole garage out. And so pretty wet here. You can see the movement on this drywall. You might want to get some screws in here. I'd get well, I don't know if I'd put a fan on it because you might blow the pilot out. But what we did is we took the top layer off. It was soaked. The sheetrock was soaked. So we took it off. We got wood plywood underneath, which is good. Not OSB, but pure plywood underneath. So we got some concrete board. We'd like to use the 1/2-inch concrete board to cap it off, give you a nice base for your new water heater to sit on. So that's free of charge too, no big deal. A couple of freebies, you know, we got the concrete board, gas valve, water valve, vent pipe, you know. We just want to see new stuff in here, and we'd already, you know, talked to them on the phone and let them know we like to put new plumbing in outside of the wall. Worst thing that can happen, you got a brand new water heater. A lot of guys come in and they'll just leave the old valve there, and it drips. And what happens, that valve, you know, gate valve, that's not a gate valve, it's a ball valve, but gate valve, it drips down on top of the water heater, and then it rolls down the water heater, goes through these holes, it gets up underneath the burner assembly and starts filling up in there. We've had these guys get so full of water, it gets up in the burner, and when this thing goes to ignite, when that burner comes on, it's trying to suck air through water, and it makes a horrific noise. It's horrible. So anyways, everything's good here. Outside of that, this installation is done.